good, Kinfolk Nation? It's your boy, Screwface Capone, in the house. I'm back with another video. So, last week, Capcom pulled the curtain back on Street Fighter 6. We saw the art style, we saw some of the game's roster, we saw some of the gameplay, we even saw some of the game modes. So, also around this time, there was a leak on Reddit about the Street Fighter 6 roster. Whether this is the full roster, or just part of it, or just some portion of it, who knows? Now, of course, this comes from Reddit, so this is a leak. This hasn't been officially confirmed by Capcom, even though they did kind of acknowledge the leak. Like I said here, as residents of Metro City, we've all seen things we weren't supposed to see, but we're all in this together. We appreciate all the positive reactions. Thank you for the support. So, they did. So, it doesn't exactly confirm it, but they didn't deny it either. Alright, so we're going to take a little we're gonna take a quick look at the leak, and I'm just gonna give some of my thoughts. So I'm gonna put a link to this on in the description. So now the storyline, this Street Fighter 6 is supposed to take place after 3, which is a good thing because we can finally see that post-3 era in Street Fighter. So like it's gonna feel weird because like Street Fighter 4 and 5 took place before 3, so like you got a lot of characters who were introduced in 4 and 5 who are going to be back, who are going to be looking somewhat old. So I'm not really sure on what the time frame is between 2, 3, and 4 and 5. So obviously some people are going to be getting on in years. So here we are with the first part of the roster. So we've got Cammy, we got DJ, we got Rashid, who debuted in 5, and we got Jury, who came from Street Fighter 4. So everybody's got like a costume upgrade. So I kind of like DJ's new costume. Like it kind of it's different for him. It's a bit more modern, so it doesn't have that little goofy 90s look that he had. So let's scroll down. Here's Luke. We saw a lot of him in the trailer. Here's Jamie. We saw him in the trailer too. He's got that cross between Drunken Monkey and Capoeira styles. And here's a new character. It looks like she's from France. Her name's Mimi. And we got another new character. She's from Italy, and she's called Marisa. So we actually saw her in that trailer. I didn't think she was a real character, just like some kind of, I don't know, model or something, but there it is. Like, she's like this big pro wrestler type. I can't wait to see her in action. I'm big on like different body types. I am about body positivity, obviously, but like it's just cool to see like different body types in fighting games and them not being played up as jokes. So I kind of like this. Like, she's just big, tough, and badass. Also here's Luke, and here is that new guy, Jamie. We're going to scroll down a little bit more. Of course, we got our boys Ryu, Ken, and Zangief back. They're going to be back. Now, Ken looks like he's falling upon hard times. Yeah, he's got the big jacket. He's got those sweatpants. He's got his t-shirt. Maybe he's going through a divorce. Maybe he's just, maybe he lost his fortune, or maybe he's just falling on hard times or whatnot, or maybe just on a soul-searching mission, you know, trying to really reconnect. We'll see when we get to the main game. Here's Ryu. So, of course, they kind of tweaked Ryu's design a little bit. He had that costume in Street Fighter 6, so now you can see he looks a bit older. Like, his clothes are a bit worn. Of course, he's finally wearing sandals. We got Zangief. He's one of the OGs from Street Fighter. So that's actually the Russian flag. I kind of messed that up earlier. So like his costume is like slightly different. Like, instead of just wearing like the red briefs, he's got this he's got these pants. So he's really leaning to that pro wrestler aesthetic. So yeah, that other girl, no. So that's France's flag for Mimi. So this is Russian. So scrolling down, that's Jury and Rashid, as we've seen above. And here's Ed, and here's Akuma. Ed, they brought him in. He was one of the additional characters in Street Fighter V. So I think he has a pretty generic looking design, but I guess it looks okay. I guess because you kind of got Luke in there already, but I guess considering his backstory in 5, I didn't really play that as much as I probably should. So we'll see how his fighting style. And of course, here's Akuma. He looks pretty fearsome. He looks more like a monster than he did in Street Fighter V. He's got that whole raging demon complex and is really standing out. It's like he's getting to be more and more of a monster. Scroll down a little bit. Here's Riley. Riley. There's a guy named JP. Here's a new character named Kimberly, and here's a new character called Aki. She's Chinese and she's got some supernatural look to her. Kind of looks like a character who would be at home in Darkstalkers. Remember that game? So she looks kind of badass, and of course here is this new character Kimberly, and we got this woman from Mexico. And of course, there's this dude, JP. He looks pretty mysterious. So I guess he's going to be like a boss character or some big, mysterious dude. Of course, there's this person. Like, she kind of reminds me of Cham Cham in Samurai Showdown. Like, I don't know, like the similar vibe to it. Like, not necessarily design, but like a similar vibe. Or, better yet, Talem in Soul Calibur. So that's what she reminds me of. Plus, I can really kind of like her design. She's pretty, you look pretty young, so we'll see what she does. We'll see what she can do in the game. But she's kind of like, but one thing I just now noticed, like this top to her costume, it looks similar to Guile's top. So I bet she's probably one of the Bushin style ninjas, and maybe Guile trained her or something like that. Who knows? But that's what this upper half of the costume looks like. I really like her design too. Black women for the win. So, let's see. I think there was another one where he showed off Blanca and some other characters. Ah, here it is. Yeah, here's another part of the league. So you got so these all look pretty familiar. That's Chun-Li. That's her new costume that you saw in the trailer. Like, it looks similar to her old one, but at the same time, it's kind of evolved. It's kind of new. You also got Guile. He's got a new costume. It looks like he's got a mustache or something. Let's zoom in on it. Yeah, he's kind of got some facial hair on it. And of course, we got Blanca. They put him in clothes. They got him in overalls and a bandana, so he's looking pretty fresh. Also, here's Edmund Honda, and there's Dawson. He still got them skulls on. He's got some kind of necklace. According to Dawson's backstory, the skulls he wore around his neck were those of the children who died in some plague, and I've always felt that was kind of macabre, you know. And here is Edmund Honda, so you can see like most of the Street Fighter 2 cast. Of course, there's quite a few who's not accounted for. Let's see. Fei Long. I don't think Capcom will probably use him again. Because it's similar to Bruce Lee or something like that. I'm not too sure. Thunderhawk, he's MIA. Who else? Obviously, the 4 Grandmasters from the 4 boss characters are MIA as well. But they got most of the big names, and they got several new characters debuting. Now, of course, like when you put in new characters to these games, you kind of there's this thing like if they can really stand the test of time. Like you got new characters up against like classic dudes like Ryu and Ken and like that. So there's always this question like if they're going to be as well received as them. But I think like they're going to earn their way in there. It's kind of like the Street Fighter Alpha characters. So let's click next. Oh. I think Miller was a Street Fighter V. Let me look. So that was a quick look at the leaked roster for Street Fighter 6. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Now, of course, that is just a leak, so take that with a grain of salt. But on the other hand, that's some pretty high quality art, and the art style is similar to what we've already seen. So, and of course, we got that tweet from Capcom. They didn't confirm it, obviously, but they won't outright deny it. So it looks like, so obviously we're going to be seeing more of these characters throughout the next several months, learn more about the gameplay, learn more about the game itself. So, we might be learning about it like this week because all the companies are having their big E3 presentations. Oh, and speaking of which, I plan to live stream the Future Game Show this Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern, as well as the Xbox and Microsoft show this Sunday at 12 p.m. At 12 p.m. Central. No. The Future Game Show, that's going to be 2 p.m. Central. It's actually 3 p.m. Eastern. And the Microsoft, I'm going to be live streaming that at 12 p.m. Central Time. So I'll be on Twitch. Feel free to join me both of those days. So, again, like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you guys think in the comments. So when Street Fighter 6 releases, you're going to need a lot of energy. You're going to need the type of energy that can only be given by a nice hot cup of caffeinated Java. So, why not grab yourself a hot cup of coffee? Check out the video that just popped up on your screen for more. Until next time, I'm Audi 51,000G, kinfolk.